After multiple raids and a recent arrest, the owner of a local cannabis dispensary is celebrating a court victory.
WTV's Noah Widmeyer is joining us now from outside of Pharmacists, a dispensary on Goderton Street. Noah?
Community had a big win on Friday outside the Halifax courthouse. I went to the rally to find out more.
Medical cannabis patients of Halifax, today is truly a joyous day.
Protesters rallied around Halifax Provincial Court to show their support for local medical cannabis activist and store owner Chris Enns. His charges, which included trafficking and possession of cannabis, were dropped. Chris Backer organized the rally and is friends with Enns.
We're here to show our support of the dispensaries and protest the police raids on the attempt to shut them all down. They're a source of medicine for the patients that they can't get elsewhere.
Enns owns Pharmacist Cannabis Resource Center, a medical cannabis store located in downtown Halifax. The store garnered attention after it started offering free-of-charge cannabis products to cancer patients. It's been the subject of multiple police raids.
Over the past year, we've seen quite a number of patients that got themselves in fuzzy situations, whether they were growing without being allowed to, or maybe they're helping some of their friends with access to cannabis because they couldn't afford it in order to, afford their own medicine. Weird little situations like this.
The government of Canada will be legalizing recreational cannabis next summer. So far, Nova Scotia hasn't announced details into how it will roll out the legalization process. Currently, medical cannabis rules are vague. Debbie Stoltz-Giffen is a patient at Pharmacist. She says after constant closures, she feels like her medication is forgotten.
So as patients, by and large, we feel like we're basically garbage dropped to the curb because we have no reassurance of a continuous, constant supply of the medicine that our doctors say we need.
Chris Enns says he plans to keep the business open and he wants to see the HRM change its laws around dispensaries.
Regulation and licensing around medical cannabis dispensaries. And that doesn't need to wait for the federal government to happen. We're seeing in Vancouver and in Victoria this happening on a municipal bylaw level.
Enns says his court win is also a win for patients, but there's still a long fight ahead.
That's reality.
Nova Scotia Justice Minister Mark Fury says the province can expect a set plan by the end of 2017. Back to you, Lottie and Matt.
Thank you, Noah.